Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you guys leave your experiences below in the comments. So, we are still doing our um, repeating digits, y'all. Okay, so now we're doing 5 digits. I'm gonna get through these. So, we have all the references we need. Okay, so we got 3, so we need the other 2 9s in here. So we're looking for a pink and a blue 9. All right, so 9 is the number of ending. So one thing about the number 9 to keep in mind is that no matter how many times you add 9 together, it is still a 9. Which says to me, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, wow, there's 3 blue. Um, don't expect change, right? Expect yourself to fall into that same type of cycle. All right. So we got 5 9s here. 9 9 9 9 9. Sorry for being weird. All right. So one thing about the number 9 is it definitely can, like I said, represents ending, right? Depending on which direction you're looking at the 9, it does look like a 6, right? Depending on how you write it. So it is this energy of which direction are you looking at things, right? Is the glass kind of half full, half empty? We have the number five, right? Because we have 5 9s. The number 5 is a number about change, fear, um, yeah, kind of like unexpectedness. We get chaos with the number 5 and all of that. So if you are seeing 5 digit numbers, that is something definitely to keep in mind. That something in your life is changing. It may be changing drastically. And it isn't something that you can fight or you should fight. Right, so we have the number 9 being ending cycle, wisdom, high vibe, culmination, reverse, greed, material focus, loss of self. And I think with the loss of self, right, because the number 9 definitely represents like this humanitarian energy, kind of giving back. And so in that, because we can get distracted by helping people and feel like little saviors and all of that, we can kind of get lost in ourselves. We can kind of lose ourselves in that energy. Don't ever forget who you are, right? You are here to help people. That doesn't define you as like the helper, right? Because if you aren't there, somebody else is going to be there to help. The number, these 5 9s come to the number 45, right? So we have 4, the number of the foundation, right? The number of, it's like a bricklayer. I'm getting like this energy of a bricklayer laying down the foundation. 5 for change, right? Because something needs to come to an end right now, and we can't just keep ignoring it. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull some trinkets, my love. So we got, oh, I didn't read this. 9. The number 9 as an angel number all by itself. Whoa. Is the number of a natural light worker. Serve others. Path, soul, mission is for humanity, right? So if you see a bunch of 9s, just know that this isn't all about you. But even it not being all about you doesn't mean that you should forget yourself, right? So a couple things that I see here is I see 2 butterflies, right? Butterflies give the, can y'all see that? Do I need to come up some more? Butterflies give this energy of transition, right? So if you think about like the death card, death is about ending and transitioning into something else. And then we have 2 of them on the board. So let's go one by one. So this 9 is upright. We have the bunny over here, natural light worker. The bunny is about fertility, growth, about moving forward. Y'all, I don't know why the word pungent is coming to my mind. Pungent, repugnant. Pungent is like a very strong, I've only heard it referring to smell, so a very strong smell. But I assume that pungent in and of itself is something that is very strong, right? So we have this very strong force that's moving you toward multiplying, creation, living your dreams. But I also get, because the word repugnant came to mind, that there is something that you want to block. Something is turning you completely off about moving forward in this situation, right? Maybe you are having some issues with how you feel about yourself. Maybe you feel that somebody is being extra greedy in the situation and the transition isn't going to be right for you at this time, right? So we have the shell coming out in the card in the middle. The shell's about protection. But sometimes, like, we can put a wall up that's not necessary and that doesn't allow other people to come in and help us. I do feel like this is in some kind of event, or it could just be something that you just want to do with your life. This could be a simple goal that you are questioning because everything isn't lining up the way you want. So next we have this flying reindeer, which is definitely giving the vibes of Christmas, holiday season, Santa Claus, right? Santa is a fictional character. But even in that fiction, Santa Claus achieves the impossible, right? Visiting every single house in one night, right? So that's what I'm feeling here. I'm getting like leaps and bounds type, like jumping over the issues, jumping over the problem, um, kind of like achieving impossible feats, like things that are impossible to do. You are able to do that. But with this nine in reverse, I am feeling a loss of confidence, right? A loss of confidence in your transition, a loss of confidence in your ability. So why is that? Because right here with the key and this butterfly on this side, there are just some secrets. A key, for the most part, for me, mostly represents secrets, right? Something that's locked up, something that you don't want people, it's private. You don't want people to know about it. You don't want people to see it. And what I'm getting is that it is stalling your transition, right? Just like we have those 3-digit numbers and they represent, okay, communication. You're going to have to communicate, say it out loud, translate this to people. You are going to have to change, right? The 5 is like, you have to change. You can't keep going through life like this, not believing in yourself, lacking that self-reflection, right? And we think, oh yeah, this person isn't looking at themselves. They're not being accountable for their actions. Well, I feel like you guys are being more than accountable for your actions, overly accountable, being accountable for other people's actions. Stop. 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 Spirit is saying you are a natural light worker. You need to put yourself in the energy of your gifts being prominent. Develop your gifts, right? Don't allow people to make you doubt the fact that you are psychic or you can read tarot cards or maybe you read numbers or maybe you're just like a really good empath and you know how somebody feels just by looking at them. Don't dumb yourself down. Again, impossible feats. We all have gifts that go beyond what humans can really comprehend. You know what I'm saying? It's like how I always make that comparison of trying to teach first graders calculus. You're not going to be able to do it because you haven't had the foundation to understand calculus. So I'm not going to be able to teach it to, how old are they in kindergarten? A 7-year-old. A 6 or 7-year-old. I'm just not going to be able to do it, right? So I do think that that is very important for you guys to recognize and see that your gifts are absolutely divine, period. So we're gonna pick some runes. We're gonna pick 5, which is quite a few. So let's whoop. I'll let that one be the first one, because it sure fell on the floor. Okay. We got Urus. Berkana in reverse. This one is I-wise. A-wise. It's A-wise. Okay. Oh, there we go. This one is Sowilo. And then we have Wunjo. All right, so what's the message that the runes are giving us, right? Urus is the ox, strength, health, endurance. So everything that is given to you is given to you on purpose, right? Everything that was given to you is intentional. All of your gifts, your thoughts, whatever, even if you feel like a thought is negative, it's because you need to break that down and figure it out and move past it, not just let it fly or let it sit or whatever the case may be. Then we have Berkana, which definitely represents birth, creation, renewal, new beginnings, right? Right here with the butterfly, right? And the number 9 meaning endings, and then Berkana coming out in reverse. So in reverse, this is an anxiety, right? And a kind of controlling type nature. So instead of you moving forward in this abundance, in this transition, it looks like you have been doubting yourself, having an anxiety about moving forward, right? IWISE is about movement, progress, or AWISE. I'm sorry, I hate that I stick. They're really close, so sorry. AWISE, right, which is the letter E, which represents horse, which does give the vibe of like the knights, right? So the knights in tarot can be very wishy-washy, right? They're in and they're out. They don't stick around for a long time. A knight has a job to do and then they move on. And so what I'm getting here is that instead of moving on, you have held on to the things that you have done. It's like you keep looking at the past, whether good or bad. So what I'm thinking about right now is that scene in Love and Basketball when the main character, I don't remember her name, I haven't seen that movie in years, but Sanaa Lathan, she was in college, right? And she already wasn't confident because she just got a spot because somebody got pregnant. That's what old girl said. And so she shoots that basket and she makes it, and she just stands there in that position for a minute, like so proud that she made that basket. And her coach is like, bitch, I'm gonna need you to get to work. I understand that you have celebrated things. I understand that, okay, you might be a boss in your own right, but you have to keep going. You have to keep moving. You can't allow something that, hey, I achieved this to just stop you. Fly above, fly beyond, because you guys have everything. You have everything you need to move forward. So Wilo literally means sun, right? And it is the sun. It's the sun in tarot. Success, joy. It also represents justice as well, right? So I want you guys to keep that in mind as you move forward. Is that if you overcome and you fly above these things, you will be successful. You will see the joy on the other side, and that isn't something to take lightly, right? Literally, Wunjo means joy, pleasure, comfort, celebration, period. Don't keep your growth a secret, right? We have greed and material focus. Y'all see that? The 9 in reverse, greed, material focus. Um, I really feel like you guys deal with that a lot. Like people around you being greedy, people around you trying to tell you to focus on things that don't really matter or really it's not going to help you in your path of your destiny. I do see that heavy. So just be careful and know recognize the people that are with you as opposed to the people who are not and who are just trying to play some kind of game. You see this? We have 9 of cups on the bottom. Solution. The 9 of cups is like a celebration. It's really more than celebration. It's kind of like indulging in the things that you are celebrating. Indulging in the things that you've achieved, I guess, is a good way to look at it. So what's the final message for those seeing 99999? What's the final message, Spirit, for those seeing 99999? I think I'm gonna pull like 3 cards. Wow. Whoa. Okay, I guess I'm not. I'm gonna pull 5 cards, as Spirit said. Okay. Damn, 6 cards. Holy shit. All right, we're going to put justice up here. You guys might not be able to see that, but we got justice. So anyway, let me move this back up. Let me stop fucking around. All right. So, wow, Spirit was really... What I'm getting right now is that there is a major justice over you. I don't know why justice ended up right there, but it did. Right? So I get new doorways are opening up to you. Now, something that I want you guys to notice is these 2 9s right here. Okay? Falling on opposite sides of the devil. So, let's talk about it. When we talked about this card earlier, it was not moving forward, right? Because you have this this attachment. The devil is literally attachments, right? Something that is holding you back. And this is this idea that you need to balance the scales, right? That's why we got 6 cards out. 6 is a number that literally represents balance. Okay, so our 9 of swords represents anxiety, which so does this rune in reverse. You guys are having major anxiety about the transition because you already know what you're supposed to do. The ox is a strong animal, okay? In Chinese zodiac, I'm the ox. You know what I'm saying? Like ox. Strong animal, very sturdy, knows what they want and move forward with that. We have the high priestess here. The high priestess knows a lot of hidden knowledge, hidden secrets. Let me make sure you guys can see all of this. Hidden knowledge, hidden secrets. What is really important. This is also like divine wisdom. The high priestess, divine wisdom. So you guys need to allow this wisdom to make you stronger people. On top of being a stronger person, to develop those things that you need to develop, which is what? Your natural light working skills is right there. Spirit's telling you that you are a light worker, and that means something different for us all. Remember, guys, we are a team. Whether you're a medium or whether you go into haunted houses and you clear out energy, your services are needed. And as weird as it sounds, because you're like, well, I don't want to have to explain that I'm doing this, and they might think it's witchcraft and I'm worshiping the devil, and fuck them. Okay? Listen, my mom is a damn minister, and I do fucking tarot readings and shit. And I cast spells. It's okay. You'll be all right. Motherfucker want to judge you, not to mention I'm queer as fuck. If they want to judge you, let them do it. Somebody who loves you is going to love you regardless. And see, what I have here, and what I'm getting here mostly, is that you guys have been heavily damaged by the people around you to the point where you are defensive. And that's one reason why you hold on to those things you have achieved. That's not the best that you're going to do, right? We might look at somebody like, what's his name, Colin Kaepernick or whatever, and be like, oh, well, he was a football player, right? And I don't know whether he was a good football player or not, honestly. I don't know. But that literally wasn't his calling, right? So it's like one of those things like, yeah, it feels good to be in the front, right? And like put all my achievements on this, but you can't just be like, oh, this is what I achieved and this is, I'm trying to get back to that achievement. Let it go. Let it go. You've done that. You've put that achievement under your belt. So let's move on to the next thing. And I think that that is where a lot of us get distracted in life, period. Because let's say if you go to school and let's say you go to school, you make it all the way through to be an accountant. You get into accounting, and that shit's boring as fuck. You hate it. You hate it, y'all. I love numbers, but when it comes to that type of shit, it is too boring for me. It's like how everybody's like, oh yeah, the tech industry is booming. Let's move into tech. No, bitch, that's just boring as fuck. I'm be at work knocked out. I can't. And irritated because technology irritates me. You know, sure, I might be good at it, but I wouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's something that I have done before, because I've been good at plenty of things, doesn't mean that I want to continue down that path. So that is what I'm getting right now. This is damaging. You guys have to rise above old achievements so that you can achieve new things. And don't put yourself in that box. Like, hey, you know, I was rich before, so, you know, I was known before, so I'm gonna need that clout back. No, you don't. You do not. You do not. The joy is gonna come in speaking your truth. We got Queen of Swords here. Now, y'all know I love all the queens, right? Feminine energy is my shit. The Queen of Swords, we, listen. I don't want to say this in a rude way, but the Queen of Swords, she don't play around. She says what she has to say. She does what she has to do. The Queen of Swords has been through so much shit and so much garbage that she's not playing with anybody else. Right? And this is the thing that's going to bring you joy. It is the key to your transition, right? It's the secret to your transition to get in this Queen of Swords energy. Speak your truth and dismiss those who would like to dismiss how you feel about yourself or the things that you're going through or your destiny or whatever the case may be. All right, so that's all I have, y'all, for this, all of these nines, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and leave your experiences below in the comments. I do read all the comments, and I will see you guys next time.